All right, fellas, let's talk conversation. It can be magnetic, alive, addictive, or flat, forced, and forgettable. This isn't about tricks, but standards, because most men lose women in conversation, early dates, later dates, even in long-term relationships, not because of looks or money, but because they don't know how to speak to women in a way that creates and maintains attraction. So if you think rattling off facts will impress her, it won't. If you think showering her with yes ma'am agreement will win her approval, it won't. If you think rehearsed lines will make you charming, nope, they make you seem sus. So today you're getting 10 conversation secrets women can't resist. Now, when you use them, she leans in, listens, and laughs. But if you ignore them, you become just another story she never tells again. Now, not every woman deserves your attention. Not every woman responds the same way. Some love a cheeky tease. Others prefer a direct, warm approach. The goal is connection, something that builds mutual respect and real attraction, because respect precedes true attraction. You want to gauge her interest, and remember, gentlemen, you are the prize. Welcome to Just the Tip. Let's begin. Number 1, compliment what counts. Every attractive woman has heard "you're beautiful" so many times it barely registers. In the beginning, it can even feel lazy. She already knows you find her attractive or you wouldn't be there. Am I right? The question in her mind is different. Can you see anything beyond the surface? A wise male friend told me a man never crosses the street for a woman he's not attracted to. Most women understand this, and that's why a looks compliment rarely moves the needle. Example, on a first date, she expects, "You look amazing." You say, "You know what? I like your style. It feels creative." Or, "You have a calm presence about you." That's rare. Or, "You know what? You're edgy in a good kind of way. I like that." Now that's something she didn't expect. Her expression changes. You notice a choice, not just a body. When you compliment what she chooses, she feels seen rather than objectified. Complimenting on her body too soon drops you into the same bucket as every other thirsty man who never learned any depth. Just the tip. Use compliments to reveal her discernment, praise, effort, and tone. Key point, focus on her choices, not just her curves. You separate yourself from the crowd. Now stick with me and I will tell you exactly when you absolutely must compliment a woman's body. But first, number 2, ask for her opinion. Most men try to be interesting. Very few try to be interested. Asking for her opinion is not a weakness. It tells her you value how she thinks, not just how she looks. Example, a work mixer. Instead of "what do you do?" try, "You know what? You look like you know this scene. What's the smartest way to survive events like this?" Now, you don't have to say it cheesy like I did, but she will probably laugh and give her take. And now she's invested because you have invited her into the moment. Opinions invite participation. Participation builds connection. And women bond through emotional involvement. Now, when you ask thoughtful questions and actually listen, you stand out from the one-way broadcasters who pitch themselves like a walking advertisement. Remember, women speak and hear 1,000 shades of hint. If you have been with your woman for years, this is even more powerful. Ask how she would approach a decision, maybe something you're even facing. Ask what she's excited to learn next. Invite her mind, not just her body. Then her body will follow. Just the tip. A man who asks smart questions is memorable in a sea of self-focused talkers. Key point. Curiosity builds connection. Interrogation kills it. So keep it light and real. Number 3. Solve a problem together. Women love collaboration, not because they want to fix you, but because they are wired for it. And sharing a small mission creates bonding chemistry, vasopressin. So work on something tiny together and you plant a little idea that you are on the same page. Example, "You know what? I'm testing better ways to unwind after a long day. Do you have any reliable resets?" She shares her ideas. Maybe it's reading, maybe it's a long walk, maybe it's a bubble bath. You smile. Dangerous. You might talk me into that. Now you're having fun. Never confess helplessness. Invite participation. Avoid frames that signal laziness like "I hit snooze 5 times every morning." Got any help with that? No, that won't work. That screams poor self-discipline and poor leadership. The sweet spot is collaboration. 2 brains, 1 playful mission. Inside relationships, you want to use this plan often. Plan a meal together, design a simple date together, compare approaches to handling a tricky family situation. When you team up, your bond grows. Just the tip. You don't need to adopt her solution. You only need to value her input. Key point. Team moments create attachment. Collaboration beats confession. The next secret can be abused by manipulators, so don't be that man. Number 4. Ask for a small favor. In sales, they teach you the foot in the door idea. A small yes makes a bigger yes even more possible and easier. So in romantic relationships, that only works when used with integrity. A tiny favor builds rapport because people subconsciously invest in those they help. Example, at a cafe, you might ask her if she would mind watching your drink while you use the washroom, but don't slip anything in it. She laughs and she agrees. When you return, a thin bridge of trust already exists. You want to keep it light and ethical. The point is to create a natural micro exchange where you both feel safe. Just the tip. A tiny yes warms the space. Key point. Favor loops should feel effortless. If it feels heavy, you have asked for too much or too soon. Number 5, return the favor. If she gives, you give. Reciprocity builds respect when it comes from strength rather than need. Example, let's say she did watch your drink when you went to the loo. Later, she wants to order another decaf breve latte and steps away. You say, do you want me to guard your things? That's protective, simple, and balanced. Another yes. The power is in the balance. Not a tally sheet or a trade, just a natural rhythm of give and receive. That projects stability. So you're going to use this inside a relationship as well. She cooked you dinner, you clean the kitchen without being asked. She handled the social plan, well, maybe you cover the logistics very quietly in the background. Balance is the equality women need. Just the tip. Reciprocity signals maturity. Key point, give like a man who has plenty, not like a beggar who trades to get attention. Okay, so now that connection is warmed, the next move becomes natural. Number 6, find common ground. Well, common ground isn't identical hobbies. It's shared experience in the moment. Maybe it's music playing or the weather shifting or a funny barista. Anything you can notice together becomes an easy bridge. For example, you can say, you know what, this song takes me back to high school dances. What about you? She smiles. She tells you a story. Or you could say, you might be too young to know this track. What was your grad song? Now you're swapping memories instead of trading resumes. If nothing obvious appears, create a playful scenario. Do you think those two over there are on a first date, or are they having an affair? Maybe she laughs, she picks a side, you become co-conspirators for a moment. That tiny us feeling is gold. In long relationships, this is how you refresh connection. Notice something together. Build a private nickname for it. Create a running inside reference just for the two of you. Shared language equals shared world. Just the tip. Shared imagination creates bonds faster than shared facts. Key point. Connection lives in chemistry, not in perfect similarity. Once you can imagine together, you can escalate intimacy with humor. Number 7, share a secret or a joke. Inside jokes work because laughter releases a feel-good hormone and lowers defenses, and it also builds a private world. When a moment becomes your thing between the two of you, it stops being ordinary. Example, you both notice the barista flirting with everyone. Later you grin. Season 2 of our cafe soap opera is heating up. She laughs because she remembers. Now it's a shared experience. That's intimacy without any pressure. You can also share something small and real, not a trauma dump, but a small, authentic detail that shows personality. Like maybe I take long walks at night to decompress from a long, busy day, or I collect beat up paperbacks because I love the smell of them. These little reveals feel honest without feeling heavy. This can work even if you just met someone, but calibrate with care. If she's not laughing or she looks uncomfortable, lighten up or let it go. Humor invites in, but it doesn't guarantee her interest. Just the tip. Shared laughter glues her memory to you with good feelings. Key point. If your humor never lands, she just might not be your match. That is useful information. So now let's show a different kind of strength. Number 8, share your expertise. Passion is attractive. Expertise is magnetic, and it doesn't even matter the topic, but the conviction. So when you speak about something that you have lived, your voice changes. You sound certain and present. For example, let's say she mentions hiking. You tell her how you spent a week in the mountains to reset your mind and it taught you how to enjoy silence or something like that. There's no bragging or ego. It's just a lived experience and what it gave you. Now, this works in any field, whether it's cooking or carpentry or code or carp fishing. If it builds or helps or challenges you, it has value. Enthusiasm is contagious and purpose is rare. Women tune into both of those things. Inside relationships, share what you're building next and invite her to witness your growth. Just the tip. Show mastery by explaining something simply. Complexity is often insecurity in disguise. Key point, speak from passion without performance. Confidence with humility beats all kinds of loud claims. Along the same lines as number 9, talk about her expertise. Everyone wants to feel interesting. Few people make others feel that way. When you invite her to shine, she feels seen at her core. Don't stop at, what do you do? Ask, what do you love about what you do? Ask, when did it click for you? Or ask, what part of it makes you lose track of time? You want to elicit feelings, not facts. Example, she says she paints. You say, what made you fall in love with painting? Her eyes light up. You just connected to meaning, not just activity. In long relationships, this keeps romance alive. Ask what she's proud of this month. Ask what she wants to attempt next month. Invite her dreams. Then actually listen. Just the tip. Curiosity about her passion creates intimacy without pressure. Key point. You aren't just admiring her, you're discovering her. That's very rare. And now you are ready for the most misunderstood secret. And just before I reveal it, along with when you absolutely must compliment her body, comment if you know when that is. If you have found value in this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Yes. Number 10, don't always agree. Respect dies when you become a sponge. If you nod through everything, she senses weakness and may want to test your strength. Women can't trust a man who won't stand for something. Disagreement doesn't mean conflict. It means backbone. You can hold your view with warmth and a genuine smile. For example, let's say she says, I love electric cars, and you say, well, I like the sound of an old engine, but I'll forgive you. She laughs because you offered playful friction rather than surrender. Inside relationships, this is crucial. Hold your standards without getting reactive or defensive. Decide what matters. Express it calmly. Keep your word around it. That's how you maintain respect. And what do we know about respect? Right, respect precedes attraction. Just the tip. Disagree with grace. Keep it playful where you can. Keep it firm where you must. Key point. If she can't push against you emotionally, she will never relax into you physically. All right, now the promised rule about the one time to compliment her body. When she's naked, that's when she's vulnerable. That's when vulnerability is at its peak and your words land in her bones. Be specific, be sincere. Choose details you truly appreciate. Maybe her hips, her back, her shoulders, her lips, whatever is real for you. Before that moment, focus on character, effort, and presence. After that moment, speak to beauty generously and honestly. She will remember and feel more relaxed with you physically. Key point, real intimacy is earned through presence, then spoken through praise. All right, so these 10 conversation secrets aren't tactics. They're conversation habits that make you more engaging in any conversation. Most men lose women because they, men, speak from insecurity. They overshare to be liked or they agree to avoid friction. So stop performing and start leading because women don't fall for your sentences. They fall for the man beneath them. Calm is confidence. Curiosity is connection. When she tests you, smile. When she pokes, stand by. When it's good, leave first. When she pulls away, remain still. And when she's ready, meet her with your presence. When you are not respected, be sure to walk away because you are the prize. only give access to women who respond with warmth and effort and honesty, and withdraw from women who drain you or confuse you or manipulate you. Look for a woman who respects your boundaries without a speech, the woman who laughs easily and tells the truth, especially when it costs her. If she can't honor your standards, she doesn't deserve your future. Now, once you master conversation, you will never need to convince a woman to stay. The right one will feel it and choose you every day. Just the tip. Practice one secret a day with your woman or with friends or coworkers or strangers in line. Make it a natural habit before you make it romantic. When you've mastered these conversational secrets, well, you will want to learn how to flirt with a woman, because if you miss some of these 10 conversation secrets, you will probably be making some flirting mistakes as well that are definitely costing you. And that video is coming up next. So thanks so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love. God bless.